Do you want to be a mind reader? Lynn Franklin explains the importance of body language and teaches her audience how to read body language in order to read someone's mind. In her TED Talk titled Reading Minds Through Body Language, she explores the 3 types of people in the world and how to identify them in order to create deeper connections. The 3 kinds of people are lookers, listeners, and touchers. Let's begin with lookers because they make up 75% of people in the world. Lookers, like the name suggests, think in pictures and images. They can be identified by their good posture and tense shoulders and strong eye contact. Surprisingly, most lookers have thin lips, although there's no significant reason why this is the case. They typically dress well because they believe people are constantly preceding them. Lookers have wrinkles in their forehead because their eyes go up when they remember how something looks. In order to build a strong relationship with a looker, you should maintain eye contact to keep their focus and show that you are interested. You should also use words that give them a visual component. Franklin uses the examples, "I see what you mean," and "look at this." The next type of person is a listener. Listeners make up 20% of people in the world, and they think in words and sounds. Listeners do not dress as well as lookers because they don't care as much about their appearance. They look down and to the left when they remember how things sound. Listeners typically hold their head in their hand and they mumble to themselves as if they're speaking to themselves. They are usually the person in the group that is clicking a pen or fidgeting with something that makes noise. Franklin suggests that building a relationship with a listener does not require a lot of eye contact. Instead, you should try looking at them and then looking away while holding a conversation. You should also use words that are auditory, such as, "I hear what you're saying," and "that sounds good." Finally, touchers make up 5% of people in the world. Touchers think in feeling and tactility. Touchers are the people that are always ready with a hug, regardless of how well you know them. They dress for comfort and not for appearance. In the same way most lookers have thin lips for an unknown reason, most touchers have full lips. They lean in while having a conversation to decrease the amount of physical space between you, and they will touch your arm in conversation. Touchers also look down when they remember how things felt. To build a relationship with a toucher, let them touch you, only if you feel comfortable. But Franklin says that it's important to give a toucher a point of contact, maybe a handshake. You should also use language that either has feelings to it or is tactile, such as asking someone how they're feeling or a phrase like, "let's touch base later." Franklin's TED Talk, Reading Minds Through Body Language, gives great insight on how to build deeper relationships with people who think differently from you. She teaches us how to read people's minds through their body language. Now you know how to identify lookers, listeners, and touchers. Which category do you fall into? Thank you.